Okay, so we are now recording.
Okay, ma'am.
We're now recording. Welcome to the business. Welcome to the business and welcome to this training. My name is Busidu Kele and I am your mentor and sponsor in this business. And I am so excited to have you on board. I hope the past week in the business was exciting for you. I hope you learned so much and I hope you are empowered enough, to grow your business to the next level.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So, let me just quickly, I don't know why I'm struggling here. Oh, okay. So welcome. As I've already shared, I am the leader of Eagles team and my job is just to be your roadmap, basically your roadmap. I cannot afford to be your boss. I can't have a boss myself, so I don't know how to be someone else's boss, but at the same time, I want you to know that you are in the business for yourself, but you are not in the business by yourself. So the whole idea of us doing this is so that you learn to be independent and you learn to do it for your own team. So network marketing is a duplication business. By coming into this business, you are here not to be babysat. You are here so that you can grow into being a leader and so that you can lead other people. Our job is simple. We train and release. We train and release. That is very important. If you have a notebook, please write that down. My job is to train and release. Why is this important? Because a lot of people sit in the business and they depend on their leaders for a very long time. They don't want to grow, they don't want to take initiative. They come into the business and say, you brought me into the business, my leader, and I can't do the business without you. We understand it if it's your first month, in your first probably 2, 3, 4 months, but you need to have the spirit of, I want to grow, I want to leave the nest. We call our team Eagle's Nest, so you can't be sitting in the nest for a long time. You can't be bringing your own eggs into that nest so that I make them hatch for you and take care of your babies. That is not the goal of network marketing. If you see people a year later in network marketing who still have their leaders doing their orders for them, who still have their leaders doing presentations for them, who still have their leaders doing posters, a simple thing like a poster of welcoming a new member or congratulating your team member for doing 4CC, best believe that that person is not a leader. That person is a follower, and that is not my job. I am not trying to get fans. I am trying to grow leaders. Are you trying to be a leader or you're trying to be a follower?
A leader, ma'am. Very much a leader.
Of course. So yeah, congratulations for facing your fears and making the right decision by joining Forever Living Products. I am saying this because the very first thing you need to conquer is fear. People say a lot of things like, I'm waiting for money, I want money, but the truth of the matter is that you need to beat the fear first. There's a lot of reasons why people fear. Other people fear what people will say. Other people fear standing out. Other people fear what their employer will say or their colleagues. Other people fear success. Other people fear failure. Do you understand? And when I say fear success, you need to know it's a reality. Other people are scared to be successful because how will people treat me? I don't want to be successful because then people will think I'm not humble. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand? So the very first thing you are going to be conquering in this business before we conquer being broke is mindset. You're going to have to face your fears all the time. When we say post your 3 TikTok videos, stop overthinking it. Stop overthinking it and saying, yeah, but I don't have the perfect phone. Post. You did it, post it. Yabon. Like before,
Yes.
when you were joining, while I was waiting for you to join, I was taking content and I was posting on Facebook. You know, the fact that I'm training right now, it's already there on social media that I am training. I don't know if you get me. Why? Because this
Yeah,
is
I get
a
it.
business of showing people what you are doing so that they follow you. People follow leadership. So no one will ever follow a fearful person. So by joining the business, you have conquered the first fear, which is the fear of starting. But you still need to conquer this fear every time when you show up. You know that small voice that will say, don't post this, it doesn't look good. You will have to conquer it. That is your voice. That is your voice.
Yeah,
You know, you see that thing that says, how is this relevant to you building your forever business? Post. Post because you also don't know what kind of content will perform.
very true.
You know, approach that person at the queue and say, hey, you know what, you really look good. And I really, really think there's something we could, you know, talk about later on. Please, let's exchange numbers. You strike me as a woman who would be interested, you know, in making money with me. Why? Because should you let that person leave the till, go to their car, you may never see them again in life. The people that we meet at the shopping complex or at the parking or, you know, at the bank, those are not the people that we meet every day. So when you are fearful,
Yeah,
you know, that's an opportunity gone. You never know. You'll never know. You know, you go into the bank, you are scared to ask your banker to say, hey, you know what, there's something interesting that I want us to discuss. Would you mind if we share WhatsApp numbers? You know, after getting those numbers,
yeah,
still need to conquer the fear of starting the conversation to say, hey, I'm the lady, we exchange numbers, you know, this is the business that I wanted us to look at. Please take a look. You are scared of the outcome. What will this person think? This person will judge me. Fear. So you will be conquering a lot of fear in this business.
yeah, true,
You know, fear
true.
of
Yes.
telling someone the truth. You will recruit people. Some people that you may recruit in the business are people that are intimidating. Someone will come with a Mercedes to you to pick their box, and then now you're scared to tell them the truth because this person looks like they're already successful. There's a reason why the person joined the business. Don't be scared to lead them. Don't be scared to mentor them.
Yes, ma'am.
And whenever I talk about leadership, I always make an example that there is a very powerful business owner in this business who's done the business for 11 years. She tells the story of how she was signed by a security guard.
Wow,
That man was a security guard and the wife was a waitress, and she is educated.
wow.
Then she is educated and she had everything. Do you understand? But she came into the business
Yes,
and was mentored, was introduced and mentored by a security guard. So fear will cause you to lose opportunities, and other people will go and take those opportunities because they are not fearful. Are you with me?
yeah.
Are you with
Yes, ma'am.
me? Are
Yes.
you with me? Okay.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
as a new distributor, um, it's very, very important how you show up. It's very, very
Yeah,
important how you show up. People think I will start showing up a certain way when I become a manager. You won't even get there because people that get to manager level show up a certain way. You
yeah.
know, I'll start to tell my story
Yes.
when I've already been successful. No, tell your story right now. I was doing a live earlier on TikTok, sharing my story, telling people why I joined the business and how Forever has changed my life in 2 months. You know.
Yeah. Ne? You did a live on TikTok.
Yeah, I did a live on TikTok.
Please always share if you're gonna go live.
I don't know
Because
why
I
the
don't
thing,
have.
sometimes I do share. Um, I don't know why sometimes it doesn't report on your end, but sometimes I do share. Sometimes when I share, I do share in the group, you know, to say I am
You'll
live.
be live.
Sometimes I don't know if you follow me, sometimes it pops up to say I am live and then you will see it. Anyway,
I
my
no longer
point,
get TikTok pops. Yes.
yeah. So my
I don't know
point,
what happened. Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
yeah,
I'm listening. Let's go.
yeah.
Sorry.
So my point is that
Mhm.
you, my point is that you will have to share and show up without feeling like what you know and what you have achieved is not enough. People
Yes,
buy
ma'am.
you, unfortunately. That's just how it is. People buy you. Yes, we have Epoxy Dumo. Yes, we have the products, but people buy the confidence. People buy the excitement. People buy the consistency. People buy the conviction. People buy the leadership. People buy the dress code. People buy you.
Okay, ma'am.
They need to believe that
Yeah.
you have what it takes to take them to their dreams. And that is why you cannot afford to hide behind products. You cannot afford to hide behind company pictures. You cannot afford to hide behind me as your mentor. You need to tell the world who Charity is and what she wants and why she joined the business and where she is going. And you tell that story over and over and over and over again because you're talking to new people all the time. Stop feeling like people are tired of my sad story. No. The ones that are tired are probably your friends and your family that are around you that have nothing to do with it. But the people that need it, every time you share it, they will benefit from it.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you with me? And
Yes, ma'am.
people want to belong, people want to be loved, people want to be appreciated. So coming to the business, you also need to work on the way you deal with people. You can't want the business and want money and not be a good person.
Yes.
That is why I always say network marketing will work on you first before it even works on your bank account. It will work on
Yeah,
you,
true.
your character, your attitude. Do you understand? The way you show up for people. Network marketing will change you first. Your patience.
That's
Yeah,
yes, ma'am.
you understand?
Yes,
So,
ma'am.
maybe before we continue here, because these are just kind of like soft skills kind of for you to just master the different things. I want us to quickly go through. I'll just stop the screen and share something else because I don't want this presentation to end before we talk about that.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, so let's see. I want to stop this share and I want to start a new share. Okay. So I wanted to quickly look at these spreadsheets. I don't know if it's visible. The reason I want us to look at this is because those are resources, and if you don't look at these resources, you may be asking the same questions all the time in the groups.
Yes.
Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So we have resources. The very first one is the Forever Living website. That is the website that has all the information, even for people that want to join the business. If you want to lead them into the business, giving them information that is updated, information that is not edited, you can share the link to the site. And
Yes.
sharing the link to the site means as soon as you join the business, you can now log in as an FBO and you use your ID and your password, you are able to go into the site. This also means you can then also shop online because there is an online shopping platform that is on the website. Other resources are also included there, including the resources that you get, well, maybe not for preferred customers, but as soon as you become a Forever Business owner, you're able to download certain documents that come with the Start Your Journey combo, like the company policy, first steps to manager, digital marketing guide, like product aids like aloe vera gel, information about the different maybe ranges that we have and so on. So I just always say you can't be in the Forever Living products business and never ever go to the site foreverliving.com. Sometimes when people ask questions like, please share what, it's already there in the site. But if you do not spend time in the site, you may never really know the
No.
Even the things that we share from time to time, documents and stuff, we are just sharing bits and pieces of what is in the site. So please put your hands on everything that has forever in it. Because the
Yes,
worst
ma'am.
thing you don't want to happen is for you to discover information that could have benefited you in the first 3 months in the business, and you find that that information you discovered 2 years later.
You.
And because people join the business at different times, so sometimes I will remember to tell this kind of information, or someone just joins month end when there's not much I can do, we are closing targets. Someone joins today,
Yes.
someone is going to join tomorrow when I've already done the onboarding. Do you understand those things? So
Yes.
the reason sometimes we even do Zoom trainings and the like is because we're trying to keep the information accessible to everyone, even people that will join later. But if you share in WhatsApp groups and the like, you may find that you join later and I forget to share a certain link that I shared with someone else. So make it a habit to be curious, because curiosity is what will lead you to more and more information about your business that probably even me as your mentor haven't, come across. And then now you can come and ask me to say, I was reading up on this and I saw this. Please tell me more about it. So if you are in
Yes, ma'am.
WhatsApp groups, and in those WhatsApp groups, it's always me sharing information. You never come with information you've read or seen or things like that. It shows that you are not yet in the business, because then you only depend on what I give you. What happens when I go for a week without interacting in the group? Then your business is dead. So the
Well,
website
yes.
is very important. You need to log on and then start using it. You will start to understand the business better. And then social media as well becomes a very valuable tool of understanding the business. YouTube, for example, YouTube will teach you how to present. YouTube will teach you how to train your new team. YouTube will teach you a lot of things. We do have a channel that is Coach Oni Transforms Lives. I think I think it's Coach Oni CSM. If you look at it, that
Okay.
channel is where the replays of the presentations that normally happen on Thursdays, they are uploaded. So if maybe you want to recruit someone, or you want to share a presentation with someone, you can always go there. You may find the uploads of the replays, or even the live streams of the YouTube of the Zoom replays happening at the same time of the presentation.
Okay.
So that helps a lot also to understand the business, to find stories. Remember, I've always talked about stories, that stories are important. It's one thing to say
Yes.
this business changes life, but it's another to say, I want you to look at the story of a policeman who changed his life. Now he's driving a Maserati. He's one of the top earners in our company, and he has a legacy business. Unfortunately, the wife passed on, but the business is still there for the family. Please, if you have an hour or so, sit down and watch this. Here is a link. If you yourself don't go through these resources, how are you going to lead people to them if you do not know them?
Yes.
That
That
is
is
why
hard.
then I have a culture of saying, even if I'm cooking or doing something else on the side, I am trying to attend some kind of training replay or something on the internet. Why? Because that is how I'm able to then give my team resources to say, okay, I was listening to this training. It's going to help you on how to do a presentation. Why? Because I've also spent 2 hours going through it myself.
Yes.
you know. So there's
Yes,
no
ma'am.
excuse. There's no excuse. Once you come into this business, you need to find data. You can't be saying, I don't have data. You need to find it, because you can't function without it.
True. True.
Can't function without it. There's no way you can function without it. And then I've created YouTube playlists. With this resource, you can also go onto my YouTube playlist. It has most of trainings that have happened. Some have happened in Southern Africa. Some have happened even overseas, in different areas of building your forever business. It becomes important. They say faith
Yes.
comes by hearing. hearing something over and over again, it teaches you to believe it. It teaches you how to say it. It teaches you how to talk about it, because different speakers will talk about 4CC differently, and you are going to resonate with one, and you will know how to teach your team about 4CC. Why? Because you've been going through different trainings. Are you with me? Are you following? Yes. And then
Yes, I
Zoom,
am.
like right now we are on Zoom. We have a lot of online meetings in this business. Without Zoom or without a plan on how to get Zoom, I don't know how you could be in this business. Because from the very first time we say presentations, you want a business opportunity meeting, it's on Zoom. From the very first time we say attend power hour from 12 noon to 1 p.m., it's on Zoom. From when we do our Tuesday presentations, when we do our Tuesday business product trainings, company policy trainings, all those are on Zoom. Sometimes you will talk to a prospect and they'll tell you that they're struggling, they don't have space and all this. Make the person say that, okay, we do have a live stream on YouTube right now, but if you are going to be serious and come into this business, you need to get the app and learn how to use Zoom. Why? Because then you can't be telling people that, okay, if you don't have Zoom, it's fine. I'll train you on WhatsApp. You're already reinventing the system. You're already causing this person to think there is a shortcut.
Yeah.
Are you here with me? I understand
Yes,
some of these things, they take too much space, they're expensive and all those things, but you cannot teach someone something you cannot maintain. You can't teach people that, hi, I think I will make a plan for you. No. When these trainings are on Zoom, we all attend Zoom. And it's not even hard, because at this time we are not even saying pay for Zoom and have Zoom. As for me, because I'm a leader and I pay for Zoom so that I can host my own Zoom meetings. But what we're talking about here is just that get the app, it's free, so that you can access the trainings. Don't try and make it hard. Don't try and make it hard, because you're trying to make it hard when you're saying, I want it to be on WhatsApp.
Yes, true.
Because the reason we're on Zoom is because we can screen share. The reason we're on Zoom is because we can interact real time. The reason we're on Zoom is because it can record for us and we can access it later. Why are you making it hard?
Yeah.
Do you understand?
True.
Are you still with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Is this all? Oh no, I don't know why my thing is not. Okay. Are you still able to see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, yeah. So groups, Facebook groups. This is also very important. Facebook is a very big part of growing this business. You may not be using it a lot for daily marketing, but for support, and also because Facebook is a very old platform, and a lot of people, even people that are not from Africa, not from Southern Africa, they have been building their forever living business on Facebook. So sometimes you want to learn more about the products, more about the incentives and all those things, just by going on Facebook and searching forever living products, or forever Arctic Sea, or forever aloe vera testimony. That's what I do. And all these things come up. When people ask me, where did you get your pictures? I don't even do it. I won't even do it. I may once in a while, but I am not responsible for giving you marketing pictures.
Exactly.
I
True.
am not, because I
Very
also know that even for me, when I sit down and say, today I am focusing on Arctic Sea, by the time I'm done, I've learned so much about Arctic Sea, because also getting the product pictures is part of research.
of research, yes.
So you get different testimonials, you see how people market it, you see the reviews, you see the benefits, you see the right language, you understand.
Yes.
Yeah, so when people say, I want you to forward me the content, they are not in the right
Well, they
and
want
if I
to be
teach you
spared.
that, you will wake up every day and wait for me to share pictures instead of me giving you the right strategy of building your business.
Yes.
People that share pictures are runners. People that just put you in WhatsApp groups and tell you that I'm selling this clothes, order if you want, it's a different thing. For me, I don't approve it. I don't like it. So I've been
Yes.
getting a lot of pictures from Facebook, a lot of product understanding on Facebook, benefits and all those things. Even Pinterest has amazing, amazing content. Remember, Forever is a 46-year-old company and it's international. So a lot of the Americans and the like, they use blogs and they use Pinterest. Nice, very nice, perfectly short pictures. Take those, click on the blogs and read more. And that is how you expand your product knowledge.
Yes, ma'am.
And then still on
Yes.
Facebook, we have the official training and support group, which is called Forever Southern Africa FBO Training and Support. That is the group where even if you do miss Power Hour or other trainings, you can go there and access those replays at your own pace, at your own time. Because in as much as we say Power Hour happens from 12 to 1, the whole idea of it happening from 12 to 1 is to create discipline for you to say, if you're running it as a home business, block out that time on a daily basis. But for people that are employed and the like, they may not be able to always show up for Power Hour at that time. But after
Yes.
work, commit to that
They
hour
can.
of doing the activities. Go through the training, that Power Hour session. Why? Because people say a lot about the products, a lot about their prospects, a lot about how they do the business in that short hour training. And then you learn more. Once you teach yourself to do your business at least 1 hour a day, you go really, really far.
Yes, ma'am.
You go really, really far. And then we also, for you to access the training and support group, you need to use your FBO number and log on, and then they will allow you. You also need to specify who your upline is. They're trying to make sure that people that join there are people that are members. And then
Oh,
we
yes.
have business and events. That's also another page that you should be following. So for this one in particular, they talk a lot about the products and the events that are coming up. Sometimes you may find that I'm very late with the poster for Thursday to say, okay, this is presenting this Thursday. But what I've noticed is that when the month starts, they put all those posters for the whole month, including business presentations that are happening physically. So you can share it with your prospects. You can you can already, even if it's a physical presentation, you can even find people near that a presentation center to say, hey, there's a presentation in Botswana. Hey, there's a presentation in Eastern Cape. Hey, there's a presentation in Johannesburg. Why? Because you are updated. Those are your resources. You can't be an FBO and not look at these pages, because when they are posting for us.
Yes, ma'am.
And Forever is a very organized company. When you look at it, sometimes we scratch our heads to say, yo, I don't know where I'll be this month and how I'll host my presentations. By the start of the month, they've already organized members and given them to say, you are going to be leading this presentation this coming Thursday. You are going to be doing this. You are going to be doing this. And what I've learned there is that even for us, as members who are still starting out in the business, that is a challenge now to say,
Yes.
the month starts, have your 4-week plan in place so that you don't scratch your head to say, okay, who am I meeting this week? Okay, who am I presenting to this week? You already have scheduled in your calendar. It helps a lot.
Yes, ma'am.
So that you cannot say yes to things that you don't have time for.
Yes.
And then we also have a digital marketing guide that comes with the box, your Dumo. It also helps a lot to just guide on how to market on Facebook. Because we're selling a health product, there's a whole lot of disclaimers and policies and, a lot of things that they are very particular about. That is why, even though you are excited to market the product, you still need to do it in the right way, not making medical claims, not claiming that it's supposed to heal or do things that it's not supposed to do, not singling out people's illnesses, and that is why you need to familiarize yourself with the platforms. And I'm not saying this everybody's doing it the right way. Certain people, you go on Facebook and you'll find that they're just marketing in the wrong way. Don't do it. Do the right thing, because you never know, how it's going to affect your business.
Yes.
Okay, and then coming to WhatsApp, you already know we have WhatsApp groups, a lot of WhatsApp groups. We have Greater Heights, which is practically our grandmother team's business WhatsApp group. So we're still there because they have a wealth of knowledge. New people are joining for the momentum and all those things. We still post our growth there that happens, our maybe questions about the products and all those things we post in that group. It helps a lot. And then we have Team Royalty, which is kind of like my sponsors group. It's still a smaller group, but even there, from time to time, we post. And then we have our own our group. I haven't updated this document, which is called Eagles. That is where we post our smaller teams. We see achievements, new members, whatever updates and trainings we may have there. And then we also have a marketing group that I created where we share marketing content. Sometimes we'll share testimonials, pictures, videos, whatever that we think it's going to help people market. Because sometimes the thing here is that once we have a group where we post everything, we post marketing content, we post move ups, we post updates, we post, sometimes then people tend to miss out on important information because the group is already flooded with a lot of messages.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. And then we have business idea. We do have this one. It's also a constant WhatsApp group that is used, in the team. We use it. Sometimes I prefer to create my own WhatsApp groups if I want to do frequent presentations. But this one is also a great one where you can just maybe share the link or add people, and then they just tell us randomly to say, okay, today there's a presentation or tomorrow there's a presentation. And sometimes it helps. Sometimes it helps. Sometimes I feel if they use Xhosa and the like, it may not appeal much to our Swazi prospects, but we still share because people hear the presentation differently when they hear it from other people, especially the part where people tell their stories. Yes. And then we have Forever Marketing Content. We've already talked about it. We have another one called Wellness Warriors. So basically, Wellness Warriors is a group where people showcase how they are using their products, as part of a lifestyle of wellness. So you will see them talk a lot about C9, the aloe, and the like. And I've seen it. If you are going to be part of that group and then you use specifically the aloe products, because those are the products that they want us to champion a lot in that group. So if you're going to post a picture of yourself using the aloe or things like that, you may even be featured in the Forever business pages, where that is where they just post members to market and showcase how we as members are also on the products as part of our lifestyle. So that's also a good marketing strategy. Imagine the people that you're talking to about the business, when they see you being featured in the official business pages, they are going to think, oh, this one is an important person in the business.
Yes,
and then there's also Zoom meetings that start at 5 a.m. for people that want to take morning workouts. Well, I don't really attend this, but if you will, it's fine. You just they do share the Zoom links from time to time, and then you can attend. And if you do get maybe those customers that are on the C9, it's a good way to also keep them motivated, because they can also even wake up and do the challenges with other wellness warriors, and that's a very good way to promote the wellness products.
Yes.
Okay, quickly, I want us to look at contact information. It's very important to have the contact information for FBO support, because I won't always be there to follow up on your orders or just contact the office on your behalf. So it's very important to have those numbers. These are just the numbers. This is a Johannesburg Product Center where we normally collect our orders. There's also an email, and yeah, make sure that you just have the contact information for Forever offices, because you are in partnership with the company, and should you need anything, you should be in a position to contact them. And then reading, I don't know how to onboard or tell you about this business and not talk about the importance of reading.
Yes. Yeah.
We have company literature that comes with the Epoxy Dumo. We've already talked about it, that we have first steps to manager. First steps to manager is important. As soon as you become an assistant supervisor, you need to be working towards being a manager in the business. And there's first steps to manager. It teaches you everything. You need to know how to start contacting people, how to build your who do you know list, how to set goals, and the like. And then this guide to digital marketing, we're building an online business. So you're going to be empowered on how to market on different platforms. And then why Forever, that is just a business opportunity flyer that you get. It's also important to know, because most of the time when people say, I don't know how to prospect, or I don't know what to write so that people can, I can get the right prospects, it's because you also don't know why. Why Forever, because when you say then bring a story, you are bringing your story, but you are also talking about the business and how it solves the problem that you had. So a lot of people have problems. Others, they are working long hours. Others, they want a flexible business. Others want a home business. Others want quality products that will solve their health problems. Others want to travel the world, on sponsored trips with their partners. Others want a car. Others, so when you read that flyer and you master it, you are in a position to recommend the opportunity based on what the person needs.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, even when you say write your story, you won't just write your story all over the place. You'll write your story in alignment with why Forever. I was tired of working long hours, and I was tired of always being out of the house. That's why I joined the business, so that I can do it as a home business. You are attaching your story to, to what the business promises. And then now it's very easy, because you are not telling people that you will see success in the business when you start to make 6 figures. You are basically telling them that you see that challenge that you have, you can solve it within two months. You can already be working from home, because that's what you want. For me, lifestyle design is a very big part of why I do what I do. So I would never market my business and not talk about the benefits of working from home, the benefits of spending time with my kids, the benefits of flexibility. Why? Because that's one of the benefits that are offered by Forever. So the business opportunity flyer does that.
Yes.
So read it, and once you read it, and then now once you know the person that you are going to be talking to, it's easy now, because you're not going to be talking about a 6-figure business to someone who just wants that extra money for petrol.
Yes.
So the business has benefits. You need to know them by heart. Most of the time when people say I can't recruit, they are scared to say the truth, that it's not that I can't recruit, I don't know the business. It's not that I can't recruit. I am not recruited myself. I joined Nje, but I'm not really, really, really recruited, because being recruited is being convicted. Being recruited is believing. So if you still don't believe, if you're like, okay, I know, but I don't think I want to talk about, do you understand? It's because you have one foot in and one foot out in this thing.
Yes, true.
So no one will join someone who is lukewarm, who is a
Not sure.
Yeah, no one will join someone who's a man, even if they wake up and post Forever pictures everywhere, yellow pictures everywhere. But because this person is not fully recruited into this thing, it won't work. So even for you, whether you distribute it on the streets, the flyer, or you talk to someone on Facebook, on WhatsApp, wherever, you will be going through it, but you need to believe in what the business is offering.
Yes, true, ma'am.
And you are not selling products and leaving the business opportunity behind, and then you feel like people will join your business. How will they know?
Yes, how?
How will they know that there's an opportunity for them when all you tell them is that they must buy tooth gel? So the golden rule also is lead with the opportunity and with the product. Lead with the
Yes,
opportunity, offer the product last. Hey, I have this amazing opportunity, da, 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 da. Oh, it's not for me. Great. But I have a product. Wouldn't you want to try? The cheapest one is 160. It's tooth gel.
yes,
Because
true.
sometimes the reason they are saying no is because they haven't really experienced the product. But at the same time, once you give them the product, it will be hard to switch them to the opportunity. Because by
Very
being
true.
a business owner, they automatically buying the products anyway. So there's no loss in starting with the business.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
And then aloe mini flyer, aloe being the main product that we're selling, you need to know your aloe, like at least 3 benefits. If you don't know a lot, at least 3 benefits of aloe. Why? Why aloe? What is the benefit? What is the health significance of aloe? What will it do for someone? It will make your skin
Yes,
glow. It will give you energy levels. It will, help you with your digestive system. At least you know something. So there's an aloe mini flyer. You can also get those resources as soft copies. Instead of buying them from Forever, you just go to your nearest print shop, print this thing so that you distribute it to many people as possible. When people say I don't know what to do to launch, sometimes it's because they don't want to do anything. Even with one bottle of aloe, you can launch. Because you can just call a group of people, print these flyers, sit them down, and talk about the aloe. Get
yes, true.
everyone to test, even with a teaspoon. Everybody to taste this thing. You demonstrate how this thing cleans up the system, and you are done. You don't need to have a lot of things.
Yes, ma'am.
You don't need to have a lot of things, because when you're talking about the retailing for profit success formula, we are looking at the bottle of aloe. So if you don't know how to sell aloe and you always go for those products that are cheaper, those products that are easy for you, that are not intimidating you, how are you going to do it? How are you
There's
going
no
to do
way.
it? Because those don't even have CCs,
They don't.
Yeah. And then incentives brochure, you also need to understand incentives. At first, you may not understand them. And I always just say it, in network marketing, there's nothing like, I will understand the incentives. Incentives, you understand them as you work for them.
Yes, true,
Yeah,
true.
when you're like, oh, okay, I got paid on the 15th. Now I understand what bonus recap is,
Yes.
or what leadership bonus is. Oh, I got paid for introducing someone. Now I understand what referral bonus is. See, there's people that always ask you, Ish, how do I do 4CC without joining? No.
No,
Stop
there's no
worrying.
way.
Stop worrying about incentives. You are not a member.
Very true.
Because it won't help you. Even if I were to tell you, you do 4CCs by starting the business first.
Yes, true, ma'am.
And then look better, feel better. That is our product brochure or catalog. We get it. Unfortunately, it doesn't have prices. That is why we end up using those ones that have slides. That is not the
Yes.
official catalog, but we do have an official catalog that comes with the brochure that just details the different prices and the like. I mean, the different benefits of the product.
Oh,
And
okay,
then
ma'am.
we have a very important document, which is called the company policy, business plan and company policy. You read this, it tells you what the business is about, how do you qualify for incentives, do's and don'ts. And Forever is one of those companies that is very strict when it comes to their policies. They can even terminate your membership immediately if you are someone that
Wow.
breaks policies. Yes, I know it. From a simple thing as just posting the wrong way, you could be terminated.
Wow. Wow.
You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So that is very important. Even before maybe you get it, you can ask me to share the policy, you know, because we do have the soft copies, and then you go through it. It's very important. I see people joining forever and marketing other things, and then I just realized that this person has never read the policy. People just making income claims, you know, telling people that, hey, you can make 100,000. I realized that this person has never read the policy.
Because you can't claim such.
You can't. You know, even with big illnesses, you can't tell people that they will be healed of cancer. No,
Yes,
not allowed. You
true.
know, so those things you find when you are reading, you know.
Yes, ma'am.
And then personal development and leadership books, very important, very important to read personal development and leadership books, business books, finance books, you know, sales books, network marketing books. All those are very important. And I'm not saying read hundreds because we're also reading a lot in the business, but you will train your brain
Yes,
to then start to see that it's not hard to read. It's not hard
yes,
to read
true.
what Buse has written in a WhatsApp group. It's not hard to read a status that is very long on Facebook. It's not hard to read a LinkedIn post. It's just not hard to read if you develop a culture of reading. If you
Of
don't have
reading.
money for hard copies, this is my Google Drive link with the books that I have read and some I haven't even read. You know, so go in there, go to the folders, check a folder for network marketing, get those books. You can even download them and keep them on your phone or laptop. And from time to time, you're going through the books and reading them. So I'm going
Yes,
to be introducing what we call 5 a.m. club or miracle morning for winners. So this is
yes,
basically going to be us waking up at 5 a.m. to empower each other. And one of the activities that you do when you wake up at 5 a.m. is to read. There is a book
yes, ma'am.
that I read that is called The Miracle Morning by Hal Errold. There's a miracle morning
Wow.
for entrepreneurs and there's a miracle morning for network marketers. And also there's another book called The 5 a.m. Club by Robin Sharma. You know, and there's
Yes,
many
ma'am.
other personal development experts and leaders that advocate for waking up early to start your day. So the very
Yes,
golden rule is that you don't work on your business before working on yourself. You don't work on your job before working on yourself.
yes,
You know, just like you're a Christian, you can't work on anything before you work on your faith. You understand? So
yes, true, very
that is
true.
the premise. That is the premise of personal development in the business. If you think there's going to ever be a time when you are not chasing anything, you are playing. As a preferred customer, you are chasing assistant supervisor. As an assistant supervisor, you're chasing supervisor. As a supervisor, you're chasing assistant manager and manager. You know, as a manager, you're trying to be an eagle manager or a soaring manager or whatever. You are always chasing something. So don't you ever think by starting with, let me just go through a training at 5 a.m. You know, at least I would have done the training. No, there's going to be time for that. In the morning, you look at your vision board. In the morning, you do
Yes,
your affirmations. In the morning, you read. In the morning, there's an acronym called SAVERS. You sit in silence first. You journal your thoughts. You write your priorities for the day. You
mhm,
write your plans. What do you want to achieve this week? What do you want to achieve today?
yes, ma'am.
And that is the culture of winners. You see a lot of leaders in this business do their 5 a.m. trainings for their own team members. But what is always shocking and baffling is how people don't attend. The people that don't have money don't attend.
Yes, ma'am.
They're sleeping, they're busy, they have this and that and that and that. They are not realizing that the people who are top earners, they know something that you don't know because they make time for personal development. It's like saying, I am too busy driving, I can't pass by the garage to get fuel.
Yeah,
So
no.
if I get fuel, my time, I'm rushing. But what is going to happen? You'll eventually be depleted and the car will stop.
It will stop moving, yes.
You know, the car will stop. I don't have time to check my tires. I don't have time to, I don't have, no, it will stop. Because why do we emphasize? It's because we also know that you're embarking on a journey that will require you to know something. You think the business is just about introducing people to the business. So what will you do with 20 people if you're not read, if you're not well read? How are you going to
Yeah,
manage the expectations of a team of 100 people if you don't read on leadership?
yes.
You know, how are you going to
Yes, ma'am.
teach your team sales strategies if you have never picked a book on sales? So those are some of
Yeah.
the things. People think we're just bringing people because if you bring someone, you'll get 1.5. That's besides the point. You're bringing people to
Yeah.
mentor them. You mentor them from your head.
No worries.
So I'll share with you a list of books that I recommend as you're starting out. One page a day is enough to grow you and help you become a better leader. Okay. And
Yes.
then
Yes,
ordering
ma'am.
of products. I don't really want to go much into this. You can just order online, honestly. You can just order online. We do have a system for ordering online. We can coach you on that. Quickly, physical events. Very important. Very, very important. I cannot talk about everything else and leave events behind. So events are the fuel that you need. It's the environment where you are baptized with the spirit of the business. We have online and offline events, but there is power in meeting people online. I was watching a training today. It wasn't a training, it was the live that I shared in the group. And that leader was saying every team member deserves at least one launch with you. Even if you can do Zoom, but every team member deserves at least one launch with you. But the problem there is that people are ever busy because they know that you have promised them a launch. They then sit and play with you and make excuses. But then depending on the pace your leader is taking, I personally know that next month I will not have the kind of team members that I have. I'll probably be building even outside Swaziland because that's my plan,
Yes.
to build a global business. So once you make too many excuses and you make it hard for your leader to reach you, then how are they going to reach you?
Yeah.
you know and I understand
Yes.
when you are not a member, because as a prospect you don't know what the business is about. That is why you play hide and seek. But as a team member, now you have goals that are dependent on you showing up in this business.
Yes, true.
you know, Products and business launches, very important, physical events, and I just want you to remove the complexity in all this. Stop thinking I need to have a projector, a banner, a whatever. Just sit and talk to people physically, one-on-one, because that is how you get to know that they have gone through the presentation. You will follow up with someone knowing very well that they have gone through the presentation.
Yes.
Find company events near you. They are posted in the Facebook events groups. Don't be someone that is lazy to attend events. In fact, what they say is, I saw it in some team, they were calling it weekend extravaganza. Every weekend must be busy if you're in network marketing. You can't just be sitting in your house as a network. You can literally sit in your house the whole week, but weekends, they are for out and about.
Yes.
Yeah.
True.
They're for out and about. And if there are no company events near you, host it. Host it. Don't even wait for me to host the event. Host it. You are the one who wants to move to supervisor. Host it. And then ask me to come as your guest.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, go and ask, hey, how much is it to host an event at Bethel Court? Okay, Bethel Court is booked. Let me check the charge. Oh, okay. You know what, leader? I thought because all these places are booked, let us get a church or let us get a classroom or that is where the leadership is kicking in. We are not always waiting to be invited. I invite you to Zoom meetings. I invite you to WhatsApp presentations. I invite you to physical presentation. Well, how are you going to build a business as a follower then? When you're not taking initiatives, how come ladies just come up with the concept of a baby shower that never existed? And then they've found the venue, they've come up with the theme, they've come up with the cake. But what happens to those coordination skills when it comes to our businesses?
Yeah, true.
Do you understand?
Yes,
So it's very important. I build relationships. I've been building relationships with restaurants all over Manzini. Now they know me. They won't even bother me when I get there. They let me sit, and even if I order a can of Coke, they'll be fine because I've been building these relationships. And days when I don't have a car, I just take the Kumbi, go to this nearest restaurant. I sit with my prospect there. They now know me. So you don't have to have a lot of money, big venues, and all those things to do the business. You need to have the power of doing things fast. I was shocked when I was watching a live, and this leader said, I paid 80,000 to train my team last month.
Huh?
80. She said, I realized that I had recruited a lot of people that I could do one-on-ones for. And you know what I did? I told them that do this challenge. I'm going to be doing a training for everyone who is new in the business. And they did it. Yeah. After placing their Boxer Tumo, they placed an order, and that was the criteria for attending the training. She paid for an overnight stay. She paid for a conference room. She paid for their t-shirts. And she said, come with your Boxer Tumo. And she said, I had 101 people in that training. And I paid 80,000 in that hotel to host those people, all 100 of them, to sleep there and to train them and for the t-shirts and everything.
Wow. Yo.
You understand? And then this person was saying, right now, it's the 10th, I've already done 100 CCs. Why? Because of that investment. So if you think this business is about just, the success day, let's see if I can get someone to come to success day. No, it's about agency. Right now, you want to do something before the 15th. If there's one presentation that the company is offering on Thursday, only one presentation. So you're going to carry your prospects until Thursday, and then your prospect tells you they're busy on Thursday. What happens? Tell your prospect, hey, can I come and see you? Please go through this, and then we'll see each other. Or you will sit with your prospect down and you'll watch the video together. And then from there, you start to explain what the business is about. Sense of agency. Your prospects will dribble you. Just like you dribbled me. Your prospects dribbled you. They will dribble you until you start to even doubt yourself in the business. Why? Because they have other things going on. They are not thinking about forever all the time. You are thinking about forever now because you are inside the business. So this didn't wait for success day. She could have said, okay, people will come to success day. No, she empowered her team before. And then now what do we see? We wake up and then we find these people making pictures and videos trend on social media, and we want that for ourselves. No, you can't want that because you didn't go and talk to hotel management to say, hey, I have this group of people that I want to host.
Yes.
You didn't create a challenge for your team. You didn't. Do you understand? Being a leader is moving faster than everyone. Guys, it's not complicated. It's moving faster. I'm tired today. I've been tired the past 2-3 days. I'm just feeling myself that I'm so tired. I can barely sleep at the same time. I'm just tired, But I know that if I don't do this onboarding meeting, tomorrow we have what you call this step up, which is recognition for the last month end.
Yes.
Tuesday we have other things happening. Wednesday, and the time is moving. So the ideal time to do the onboarding is this one.
Yes, ma'am.
So it's all about things will never work Ducks will never be in a row. You know, you will never have everyone. That's why I don't even ask you anymore to say, hey, I'm thinking of hosting a Zoom presentation, who's available, because I'll end up not hosting it.
True, very true.
You know, I mean, I'm ticking my boxes. I've done my training today, done. I've done my life, done. Do you understand?
Yes.
I've secured a spot to be on TV, done.
Wow.
You understand? I've secured a spot to be on TV this week before I go.
Wow.
Why? Because I want to be seen by the world.
Wow.
You know,
That's
so why are you
amazing.
thinking, oh my goodness, how am I going to do this? You're delaying yourself. You're delaying yourself because we are moving. And the opportunity that you're missing now is being taken by someone else. The prospect that is not seeing you doing a post. Yesterday, I was talking to Amanda and I was telling her, you know what? You can literally present throughout the day. There is nothing that will stop you from presenting throughout the day, guys. Because if you say,
Yes.
I'm at a job and I'm tired, and what you know what? You can present throughout the day. Some of us were known really to speak a lot since childhood. And now I have a child who's literally just speaking all the time. And I realized that, okay, so I was this child now.
That was me.
You know, so you just get your Forever Active Boost or your water or your aloe drink. You know, do a presentation. It's going to take an hour or two. Rest a bit, maybe 2 more hours. Go back again and do a presentation and a live. You know, and as you're doing that, people are seeing you. You're on their face, but also the algorithm is seeing you that you're always live. At the same time, you're doing it on Zoom and recording. That's information that you can replay for someone else. Do you understand? There is no waste in showing up. At the same time, you are perfecting the skill. You are learning more about the business. You are growing your confidence. You are growing even your public speaking skills, your language skills.
Yeah.
You know, because that one presentation that you're trying to secure, I will tell you, you will try and pay for a venue at Happy Valley and people won't pitch because it's a weekend,
Wow.
something came up. You've paid, you've left everything, you've spent hours on traffic, you are trying to get lunch for the people that attended and all those things. Yet, building in the online space, I just invite you to Zoom. I don't have to give you refreshments.
Yes,
I can
true.
even invite you on the 11th hour. Hey, it's 5 to 8. We're starting at 8. You will come because you're online anyway.
Yes,
You know,
true.
so building a business online is the easiest thing. And it's not, it's not, it's simple, it's not easy, because when I say it's easy, you'll think it's easy. No, it's not easy. But I learned it when I saw people that are building the business always going live on TikTok. And I'm like, why are these people going live at 10 a.m.? Why are these people going live at 2 a.m., at 2 p.m.? The same person is going on Power Hour. The same person is doing another one at 4 p.m. Why? If this person is doing 3 presentations a day, and when you're inviting people to one presentation on Thursday, and even in that presentation, you are not the presenter, you are not the guest, it means the focus is on those 2 people's stories, not you.
True, true.
You are not controlling the process. And here I'm not talking about someone who is okay with moving at their pace. I'm talking about someone who wants to be a manager by December. I'm talking about someone who wants to take their pay slip and go and apply for property and get a bond with it. I'm not talking about someone who's moving at their pace and trying to see if people will buy the product or not. No, I don't care about that one. But the one who has a sense of agency, the one who's literally always at the airport, guys, like I'm telling you, there's
Yes.
people that you really need to follow, you really need to look at, and they will challenge you to see that even though you think you're the hardest working person in the room, you haven't started.
Yes, ma'am.
People that will drive for 3 hours, go to a meeting, drive to another location, go to the airport, go to another country the next day. Hey, guys, still launching their businesses.
Yes, ma'am.
And then you think, no, I mean, I presented, my 3 prospects are coming. That's not how it works, you know. So inviting is a skill. Learn to invite people to events. Learn to create excitement. If you follow my page, you will see all these things that I'm talking about. Sometimes you even hype. Just create hype that doesn't exist. Tell people that, hey, tickets are selling out. That's what people do in other industries. They will tell you it were 80% full when they're lying.
Wow.
Marketing is a skill. We'll tell people that we have bought 10 tickets when we're still trying to get to 5 tickets.
Yeah.
Why? Because you are trying to create excitement. And I'm not saying lie.
Excitement.
You know, but marketing is all about creating FOMO.
Yes, true.
You know, we are doing a team training. If you had joined my business the past week, you would be part of this training. But because you're dragging your feet, you know, and you'll see the person contact you to say, hey, Sissy, you know what? You said you have a training tonight. Hi, can I pay for my box so that I can attend the training?
Yes.
It's all about moving and creating excitement. You know, host your own events at least once a week. At least once a week is even small. But when it comes to a physical event, you can host at least once a week at home, at church, at a hall, at a restaurant. Visit your prospects at their home. Honestly, just do something. Don't wait for me. Don't wait for me.
Yes,
Don't
true,
wait for
ma'am.
me. I'm building my business. Do coffee dates. Make it cute. My very first prospect that I invited to a coffee date didn't come. But you know what? I went on Zoom and
What?
I created a very cute picture of a coffee date invite to say we're having business over coffee date. This is the date and the time, and then I removed the details of the venue. I sent it to this person. She didn't pitch. But you know what I like?
Wow.
Bully. No, mama. You know. And you know what I like? Bully, I'm in a meeting. Mfano wami ngicela ume kurasa ngisemhlanganweni yeva.
Ay, bully. Funa kwakhe bully.
Yo, yes, uyangisanganisa man. Anyway, so you know, but that I could have used to also, you know, attract other people. You know, even
Yes.
if the person it was intended for didn't come, it's fine. People saw that, oh, there's actually something called business over coffee. I should contact Busi for it. You do make
True.
your business look cute. You are the one who will make your business look cute. Don't be someone who's always chasing people from behind, you know, and say, hey, WhatsApp group, you know, sometimes come to them at their level. You know what? I have something that is going on. We have a date with the ladies, you know, at 11 a.m. near your workplace. Wouldn't you just still maybe 30 minutes to come and sit with us over coffee? You've already created this nice cute poster. Guys, people don't go on dates. Even when it comes to Mjolo, people just get inboxed in J and that's it. So approach is very important. Host coffee dates. And I'm not saying have the money, but you know, today I was doing a TikTok and I was talking about investing, you know, how you start the business. And one of the things that I said is that these people that say, let me go and look for 6.8 for the whole year, they are not cut out for business. They're not the people that you want. Because first of all, some of them won't understand when you tell them that I went on a coffee date and I paid for my prospect. They won't understand it, but that is part of starting the business. You know,
Yes.
I made t-shirts for my team and we went on a breakfast date and, you know, for the top performers, they got t-shirts all done by me. They won't understand it. They'll feel like I never. I'm not forever, but I mean. You understand? But that is
Yes.
building your business. That is building your business. Forever has given us a great product. So you need to now be creative and come up with things that will get people excited to be part of your community. Weekend event, very important weekend events. Sometimes they announce them in the groups, even if you can't attend because it's far, find them and share them with people that they are near the place. Success days. We are about to attend the next success day. Very important. Very important. That 250 you are paying towards the ticket it's going to give you so much. So much. So much. You're going to meet new people. You are going to have content to market your business. You are going to learn because there's also an opportunity to be trained in these meetings. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, Malini, hi. The success day is happening in Johannesburg. We're in Swaziland. What could be hard with getting to Jozi? What could be hard? And guess what? You could just be attending for Success Day and people will be like, yo, Charity, her business is moving. So how about yours? Do you understand? And now you're not
true, very true.
just attending. You're telling them that I'm attending a business trip. I'm on a business trip. I'm not available for the weekend. People take you seriously if you take yourself seriously.
Wow.
I was saying to this guy,
I didn't think of it like that.
Yeah, I was talking to this guy from TV and I told him, I don't know when I'll see you because I'm fully booked for the next 2 weekends. I'll be flying out of the country on business trips. It's like, yeah, I understand.
Yeah,
I see you're a busy person. That's why you understand. People will take you seriously if you take yourself seriously.
Wow. Wow, that's boss. That's very boss.
You don't treat yourself as a leader the day you make it in the business. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
You treat yourself like a leader before it happens. If I could tell you a story of how I got to the supervisor masterclass that happened early July, you would just laugh at my audacity because I do have it a lot. I have a lever, a very big one. I saw the thing advertised in the group. I just joined. I didn't even know what was happening. And I remember saying, I want to be a supervisor so that I can go. In my head, I thought you only attend when you're a supervisor. And I was like, I'm going to be a supervisor. And it didn't happen, And then I approached my leader. In fact, I approached someone who's not my leader, who is my sponsor's leader, and said to her, hey, I really want to come here. Is it still possible for me to attend? And she was like, actually, you were supposed to work for the ticket to get here. But since you want to come, I can reserve a ticket, just one, for one person. That means I couldn't attend with my husband. That means I couldn't attend with a team member. It was just going to be me. And I remember bouncing the idea of, to one of my downlines. And I said, let's go to Joburg. Do you have a car? Let's go. Because we also didn't even have a car. Our car had faults, And then she was just like, hi, next time, issue putile nawe kusho. And you know what? I went ahead to book a shuttle. I went online to book my own hotel room. And then I packed my bags. I went to Johannesburg.
Wow.
The event was happening on Saturday. On Sunday. I got there on Saturday. I rested and slept in my room, And then the next day, I ate breakfast, took an Uber, went to the hotel, asked where are Forever Living business owners having their meeting. They showed me. I went in there. I sat. I listened. I only got to see my leader after the meeting, which means I wasn't there in Johannesburg to be babied by her.
Yes, ma'am.
That is what it takes to build a business. There is something called desire. There is this thing that I saw, maybe I will share in the group later. It's called desire. The actual quote is, because I thought I was going to keep it here. The actual quote is, the starting point of all achievement is desire. Keep this constantly in mind. Weak desire brings weak results, just as a small fire makes a small amount of heat.
Yeah, ne?
That is what Napoleon Hill said in the book.
Yes. I wanted
The
to say
book.
Napoleon Hill because I've
Yeah,
read it before.
yeah, Think and Grow
Yes,
Rich, you know.
yes,
So
Think and Grow
is it
Rich.
possible to cook porridge with a candlelight? I don't know. I'm not sure if I don't know. Maybe you could, but how long would it take you to finish cooking? You know,
Sorry,
I don't know how
can you
long
repeat that?
it take for you to finish cooking porridge in a candlelight. You know, so
Wow.
if you want
Yes,
more from the business, you need to have more desire.
true, very true.
And it's not hard as a leader to know someone who has desire. We know it. You'd rather start saying, hey, charity gets more attention. It's the desire. You know, you bulldoze your way
Yes,
to certain spaces until people start saying, you're this leader from Swaziland. Every meeting she's here. Yes, yes. Because I have desire. I want to know how people do it. I also want to know these leaders so that we can collaborate. I want to ask them, how did you get to this level? How did you do this? How did you build your manager business? How did you? So if you don't
yes,
attend these
ma'am.
meetings, you don't follow these leaders, you are not bothered when they have trainings, you don't follow replays of trainings that I share, you don't follow live streams that I share, I angazi mina where the money is going to come from.
Yeah, no way.
Yeah.
Literally no.
Yeah, and I'd like to end with this. Network marketing is a monkey see, monkey do business. We have a system to support you. All you need to do is to plug into this system. You don't have to know it all to build a team. You don't need to know it
Very
all.
true.
The mistake that people make is that they always say, please tell me how it works so that by the time I come, I already know. There's nothing like that. It doesn't exist. Because even for me, I'm still learning. You need to have a teachable spirit and tell yourself that I will learn with each day in the business. And how do you do
Yes, ma'am.
that? You make time for trainings. You make time for events. There's nothing I can say. There's nothing I can say because you can't just know this business from your head. You know, before
Yes,
we
ma'am.
get to organize your own events, are you honoring the events that are organized in the company, both virtual and physical? You know, you need to teach
Yes.
your team something that you are doing. So you are lazy to attend trainings, you're lazy to come for Zoom meetings, you're lazy for strategy sessions on Sunday, you're just lazy. You know, you share links with people and tell them that we have a presentation on Thursday, and you never
Show up for it.
show up for it. Gwawena, you know, and then you expect the business to grow just because, yeah, I gave them a link. But you were also not part of that link.
Yeah,
You
true.
want to say, did you hear this lady when she was saying, yo, she touched me? Even when this lady is like at a slide that is pushing you.
True.
You know, you're like, hey, are you listening? Or hey, can you see? Because you are there. And you know it because you've been my prospect.
Yes.
You can't just be pushing people to where you don't want to go, you know.
Yes.
And then I won't go through this because it's a training on its own, but it's important as we start the week.
Can I take a screenshot?
Yeah, let me just try and also make it larger. Uh, yeah. Let me
Okay,
just
thank you.
make it larger. Yeah. Technology is just showing me flames. Okay, bye.
Okay, done.
Why is this thing? Why is this thing
Why is it
hard?
running away?
I think I just need to buy a mouse already. Sometimes this is much better, né? So a day of excellence includes these guys. A day of excellence includes this. A day of excellence
Yeah.
includes this. You can do all that you are doing. You can attend trainings, but a day of excellence. Remember, Pela, this business is for you to grow your business. You are not here in the business. You know, I was talking to someone yesterday and I said the biggest pitfall that downlines have is to put their focus on uplines and other leaders in the business. No, your job is you downwards. That is your job. Your job is not smooth.
Yes.
Even if you don't share my life, it doesn't matter to me. It doesn't do anything to me because also, Vele, you're not supposed to come into the business to be my fan. Again, about that thing. You're supposed to come into the business to be your own cheerleader so that you can start growing your own people that you will grow the business with, you know. So don't spend a lot of time staying on my platform, watching my content. My content is not meant for you now. Well, parts of it may be meant for you because you still want to be inspired by me. But most of the time, my content is meant for people who are supposed to come into the business.
Yes.
You are in the business, you get a lot of me. Stop sitting on everything that I'm busy with on social media. That doesn't include trainings. Trainings are for you, but don't sit for a good hour on my live when you've not done yours. Because you start to feel like, yo, but I'm always on TikTok doing what? You know, you need to also understand me that when I'm on TikTok, I'm trying to get my 5 people. Every day, I'm trying to get 5 new people on TikTok. That is why I do a live. Because when I do a live, I know that there's new people that will bump on the live and then they follow me and then we exchange numbers and then we start talking on WhatsApp.
Yes.
So if you haven't left the house, your social media is where you get your 5 new people. This is a non-negotiable. If you're writing down, please make sure that you're writing that this is a non-negotiable.
Yes, I am writing down.
The second non-negotiable is using the products. I don't even want to lie. If you're not using the products, senzani.
Because they
Senzani.
need to hear it from you.
Yeah, what are we doing? You know, because also it's impossible not to use the products. We have nutrition, we have personal care. You know, why are you not using the products? You didn't bath. You mean you didn't bath today? You didn't brush your teeth today?
I did.
You
With
know.
the same toothpaste, yes.
Yeah, you see. And then recruit a new person. Well, recruiting a new person is kind of tricky because it's also a thing of recruiting is a process that comes from all these things that we're talking about. So don't feel bad if you haven't recruited a new person, but if you have recruited a new person, that's a day of excellence. Recruiting is not a once-off thing. So in that library that I've shared, I would like for you to start with the book GoPro, because GoPro then tells you what are the steps of recruiting. Because sometimes people think recruiting is you telling people that, hey, I want you to join my business. No, that's not recruiting. Recruiting is the process from the time you invite, you show, you present, you answer questions. You know, you then get the person started and then you do onboarding like I'm doing right now. That is what recruiting is. It's not a once-off thing. You don't say, hi, Charity, I want you to join my business. And then Charity says, okay, how much? 6.8, and they give you money. That is why it's easy to sell than to recruit, because people know that when they buy from you, they are not, there's no attachment whatsoever. They want to gel, they get to gel, they go. They want other lips, they buy other lips and go. But with recruiting now, there's some kind of commitment. Now they have to do something after giving you the money.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is why recruiting is not just about getting people who will join the business. Recruiting is building rapport. Recruiting is growing, you know, the relationship with the person. Recruiting is getting to know the person. Recruiting is showing them the opportunity. Recruiting is following up. Recruiting is answering their questions and then getting them started. Closing and then getting them started. So GoPro is one of the excellent books that is going to help you a lot in terms of understanding what exactly is recruiting.
Yes, ma'am.
And then sell at least one product. At least doesn't mean sell one. So I would rather have these things sitting somewhere, maybe in your fridge or wherever. And then you tick every day, did I do my 5 new people today? 0. Use the product. Did. Recruit a new person? Zero. Sell at least one product? I didn't. Have meaningful contact? I didn't. Review the numbers? I didn't look at my numbers. So you didn't excel today.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when you talk about having meaningful contact, we mean you did talk to someone to build a relationship. Not that you told them about the business. Just be someone who, who builds deep relationships with people.
Yes.
Even if they don't join, or you did have a meaningful contact, a meaningful conversation. You met someone. I remember there was a time when I went to deliver products in Babane and I was using public transport. And on the way back, I sat next to a lady, and the lady, I started a conversation. I was so scared. In fact, I think I wanted to target the other lady who was sitting on the opposite side. And then that lady, I don't know why, for some reason we just didn't click, we just didn't connect. This one we did. I don't even know how we started the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
We started to talk about retirement. We talked so much that the lady that I was with, asked me, how do you get to do this? Like, where you just sit next to a stranger and then now you get them to, like you get your way all the time. It's a skill.
Yeah.
It's a skill. And that lady, and also because I know people, I also know what to say, to get you interested
Yes.
in me. We ended up talking about where she works, and I told her, oh, I know so and so, she works at your place. Actually, you know what? I should come to your place to do a presentation. That's another follow-up that I'm thinking about right now, to say, hey, you know what? Let me come to your to your office and do a presentation. And when I come to
Yes.
to this person's office, I will now be someone with authority. You know,
Yes, ma'am. Oh, sorry, can I cut you just a little bit? I wanna share something.
okay.
You remember last week when you told me that I needed to get Epoxy Dumo,
Yes.
and I was saying I don't have the money now.
Yeah.
I just received the money now.
Oh, that's amazing.
I can't wait. Oh my God.
Yeah. Oh
I
my
couldn't
goodness.
sleep.
Yeah, we are upgrading. We are upgrading. And I'm happy that you also didn't sit back, because listen, now you've gotten the full onboarding that you probably would have
Yes.
waited until you get to assistant supervisor. But look at you now. You've already gotten all the tools that you need. And
Yes,
that's also a testimony
ma'am.
to say start with what you have, because that challenges you to look for the money faster than when you're busy saying, I look for the money for the whole
I
year.
look for the money. Yes.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm
yeah.
so glad.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you
You
so
know,
much.
yeah, yeah. So we were talking about meaningful contact because it's very important. That's also something you will learn more as you read books, because with books, you then start to have more value. And when you talk to people, you don't speak about your company and the incentives and all those things. You speak about what matters to them, not what matters to you. For example, I remember that
Yes.
I started the conversation with a flyer of alu. I had the alu flyer. And I just gave
Wow.
her the flyer, And I just said, I have this business. Wouldn't you like to know more about it? And actually, I think I said, I have those products, And then she asked me a bit about it. It's like, no, I don't know much about it. Please tell me about it. And then we talked a bit. And then I introduced myself as a former nurse who has retired, who's doing a home business, And then she said something like, oh, okay, I am really, really thinking about retirement. I'm so tired. We started talking. So when you talk to the person, you're talking about their problems. You're not talking about yourself. Hey, there's a lady in our business who's earning 300,000. Not now. That's not the time or the place.
Not now. That's yes.
Talk about their problems. Oh, you're working for this company. How is it? And then they start telling you it's good,
Yes.
but you are listening. Most of the time when you're prospecting, you're listening. Yeah, it's good, but I
Yes,
do
ma'am.
hate that sometimes I feel like I've hit the ceiling, with growth, and and then you're like, sure, I totally understand. At some point, I was there. Or you know what? Because sometimes you're not, you don't really relate because it's not your story. You know what? You remind me of some lady in our business. She's doing so well.
Mhm.
And she also had gotten to a point where she was just like, I think there's no growth in this thing.
Wow.
Do you understand? Have meaningful contact. Don't tell them to join. No, remember this person is a stranger.
Yes.
Build the relationship. Take their number. Even when you take their number, the contact tab on your phone has a notes section where you write all the things they said. She likes to travel. She's tired of not growing. She's also frustrated by this public transport that we're in because she doesn't have a car. All
Yes.
these things are the things that the prospect said. You save them, you save the date, and then you keep it somewhere, so that you can follow up with them. You can invite them to presentations and the like. Instead of having 1,000 contacts that you don't have a relationship with, you would rather have
Yes.
20 contacts that you remember. I remember, Charity, we talked about this. I saw this one at Spa and we started a conversation.
Yes.
Stop trying to get more people than you can manage to hold meaningful contact with. So instead of doing
Yes.
5 people, if you realize that you can't, do 2 new people, but those 2 new people must know you, must like you, must start looking at your statuses. You understand?
Yes.
So yeah,
Yes,
that is
ma'am.
what we're going to end with. The rest of this, I don't think it's something that I should be going through with you because it's basically just what the Power Hour is about. It's basically what the Power
Oh,
Hour
okay.
is about. And whether you're attending the company Power Hour or not, you should be following this method for yourself. For
Yes.
yourself. And then I will end with this quote because it is very, very, very important.
Yes.
You can also take a screenshot from it.
Okay.
Success does not come from what you do occasionally. It comes from
It
what you
comes from what you do
do consistently.
consistently. Wow.
You do live today, you stop tomorrow. You talk to people today, you do coffee dates today, you train a team today, you don't train tomorrow. You attend events today, then success will visit you now and never come back. So it's all
True.
about people are watching. They don't say much, but they are
They
watching.
are watching.
They are watching. They are watching. Others will
Yes.
even tell you that, yo, I saw that you became a supervisor, and you're like, wait, Nana, wait, Nana. Why, what did you see? Why? Because people are watching.
They are watching.
So yeah, I didn't know the direction that this was going to take, but I really, really believe and hope that you got something from today's onboarding. I really think we could probably be just doing more of this from time to time to accommodate new people coming to the business and the like, but I don't know if you benefited something.
Yes, I did, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Yeah, yeah.
I did.
I will also share the replay. Thank you for honoring this invite on short notice. And in all honesty, I didn't expect you to come, because of, what is happening in your life, but that's also
Yes.
how you become successful when you defy all odds, when you make sure that the things that are happening in your life are not stopping you from pursuing your dreams, because in all honesty, things will happen. Things will happen even
Very
more
true.
when you want to grow. Things will happen even more when you tell yourself that this month I am moving up. This month I'm buying a boxer too. This month I'm doing 4 CCs. Things will always happen. But you know what winners do? Winners don't wait for the right conditions. Winners win. Even on stormy weather, winners still win. Eagles still win, you know.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, and that is the attitude that I want you to start with. So yeah, anything and any other thing I think we'll continue to discuss in the groups, but the long and short of it is you don't need to wait for me. You don't need to wait for
Yes.
me. You don't need to wait until you know everything. You don't need to wait for anything. Just do. And when it comes to presentations, I have a one-on-one presentation. I've been sharing, I think I will share with you again that, you know, most of the things that we are talking about, there are tools that are already built for us.
Yes, ma'am.
Stop trying to come up with a presentation that doesn't exist. Stop trying to reinvent the wheel. Of course, I will encourage you to write your story and to start working on slides for your story, because that is going to be very important. Because once you have the story, it helps the person relate, you know. And within
Yes.
a month, 2 months, you will realize that you have your story. We were listening to this girl, with Gen Z, the other day. She's been in the business
Yes.
not even 6 months, but her leader
4
helped her to
months.
sit down
Ish.
and write a story. And what I like is that when you're doing those things, you are literally organizing, you know, yourself, because we take these
Yes.
screenshots and we post. You know, we post on TikTok, we post. I posted that I bought my son a bike, but then now when it's time for me to share my story, I feel like, I don't know what to share because it's only been 2 months, but I know what the business has done for me in 2 months. That is the story.
Yes, ma'am.
Stop trying to tell us that the business has helped you buy 15 properties, because it hasn't. You know,
Yes,
it
true.
hasn't, not
Yes.
yet. You know, stop
Yes.
trying to say the business has helped you pay university fees, because it hasn't. You know, but has it helped you buy electricity? Yes. Has it helped you to buy data, install Wi-Fi at home? Yes. Has it helped you to be able to provide for your family? Yes. Those are the small things.
Yes, ma'am.
You know, and then the presentation has that, and then has the science of doing or forever living, the history, the product, you know, the incentives and all those things. Just by studying the ones that we have on YouTube, you will see how people do presentations. So even when you do presentations, you follow that format. Don't stress a lot about perfection.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay, thank you so much for
Thank you so
coming.
much. Thank you so much for the presentation as well.
Yeah. Let me close this. I will share the link to the replay just in case you want to go through it again.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am.
Okay, bye.
Bye.